So, you're probably wondering why the mask and why I'm shoving myself in the kitchen. It's because I have a rubbish phone, okay? And it constantly needs charged. So, why the mask? Well, I'm wearing it basically in honour for Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm not trying to shut myself up or anything like that. It's just right now it's the only sort of symbol I can wear in public, apart from my release the Snyder Cut. But as I said, it's not the Snyder Cut anymore. It's Zack Snyder's Justice League. And so, and hopefully, there'll be a time I'm going to send away for a BVS belt buckle, a BVS watch, and hopefully one day my Zack Snyder hoodie will come through the door. So, recently, Film Gub done an interview, and he was talking about, what inspired him to do the show, what inspired him to do the videos that he does. And I found a big connection. We both grew up loving movies, and one of his earlier fond movies, we're watching a director called David Cronenberg, and he makes sort of weird sort of movies, kind of sexual horror sort of thing. Videodrome is one that springs to mind. But what you got with these filmmakers and directors is you had that flavour of the director. When you went to see these movies, he put you on this sort of feeling of unease and everything else, which I look for in a movie. Not to be feeling unease, but to put me on an emotional roller coaster. If I go and see a film that doesn't move me, then it's not doing its job. And most of those films, I feel, is when I watch a Marvel movie. It's manufactured by a company. So, he also stated, and I'll put the link to the interview in my description. He also said, after watching Man of Steel, and the confusion that he felt that people had, he was confused by more than people thought it should be making $1 billion or something like that, or it was so different, and so it compelled him to have a voice, in exactly the same way I did when I created my Facebook page, and the movement sort of went on from there. His YouTube channel's grown because he has the technology in his house to show these fake journalists how biased they are. My only talent was on Facebook, but we all of us, many Zack Snyder movement people out there, was inspired by his two movies. And we were let down by the third one having no flavour whatsoever. So it's became a movement, and I've said so many times, that is a movement that will be staying with my heart for so long, because I've been a DC fan, movie fan, for most of my life, and I will remember the endless days and nights of trying to find the right sort of information to put out there on a constant day-to-day basis, working on my page, and then eventually closing it down so I could have a more personal sort of approach on the YouTube videos. And lo and behold, when news was struck that we may not be getting the title, it sent the fans in a frenzy, because they should be. We have spent years trying to tell Warner Brothers what we wanted. What, and how bad they treated Zack Snyder. So I came across an article, and it goes a bit like this, and this phone better not let me down again. I can see it flickering. Justice League fans speak out on demands for the Snyder Cut title. Back in 2017, a fan casually took to Twitter to release the Snyder Cut of Justice League, as Zack Snyder left the production before principal photography had been completed due to a family tragedy, resulting in Snyder Cut becoming the nickname for the director's version of the film. Earlier this year, Snyder himself took to the internet to announce that his version of the narrative would be coming to HBO Max in 2021. With the graphic, he displayed the fans reading Zack Snyder's Justice League, surprising fans who had grown accustomed to calling the project the Snyder Cut. It's currently unknown what shape of the upcoming project will take, as some rumours claim that rather than one sprawling film, audience could be getting a limited series. With the original project being broken down into episodic format, it's also unknown if the title will be Zack Snyder's Justice League, or if the graphic the filmmaker shared was merely meant to ignite excitement among fans. Was merely made to ignite fans? No, it was basically to tell fans and to tell the world that what you're about to see is Zack Snyder's movie, the ones that we all called out for. And as he said before, he would rather burn any film that wasn't shot by him. This was a film that, and I'm going to go on a tangent again, but you know the story. You know how I feel by the last few videos. With the Batman director Matt Reeves confirming the big roster of talent set to appear on the DC fandom event on August 22nd, note for diary, we are sharing that their support at the project officially be known as Zack Snyder's Justice League, to honour the filmmaker who helped create the tone of the DC extended universe. Now that was a fantastic sentence. To create the tone of the DC universe, right? He created the tone. He created it. It's his DCEU that a lot of fans were coming on board with. So we have Nash. We fought hard for the film. And then Super Meg, or Wonder Meg. We have Amateur Watcher. Amateur Watcher is the name Zack Snyder wants. The best of Zack Snyder. The only name the Justice League movie deserves. Dr. Jess Hendricks, the name we want is a name at Zack Snyder wants. Hashtag Zack Snyder's Justice League. Wow. Film Junkie, say the name, hashtag Zack Snyder's Justice League. And every time I turn the phone around, I told you it's a rubbish phone. Cat says, many will start fast, but few will finish strong. This is what we fought for, and just because we see the finishing line doesn't mean we will stop fighting. Hashtag Zack Snyder's Justice League. Sharez Farouk, Zack Snyder's Justice League. When fans campaigned for 2+ years. They did it for Zack, and his family's artistic integrity was a key component throughout the movement. It's only fitting, then, that Zack Snyder's Justice League is the title. It captures Snyder's singular vision for these characters. And we see an image of my battery dying. I'm going to stop turning this around because it's pointless. And we have Anthony, associate producer, because everybody in the Zack Snyder movement is associate producer, because we helped this become what it is. And I've just lost the ruddy thing now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop right there because it's pointless. I've lost the feed. But the most important, and I'm going to put the description down at the bottom where you can see yourself. And as you scroll down and you see the many people that feel that it's only right, after their blood, sweat and tears, to have a film, to get a film that let's put it this way, the director wanted to release his movie, Justice League. He was denied that. They took that film. They crushed and cut out everything that made it Zack Snyder's film. They went behind people's backs. They changed everything. They treated the actors and everyone involved in that appallingly. And when Zack left the film, a film he has not seen, they kept his name attached to it. Just before the film really begins, on the rooftops with Batman, it says a film by Zack Snyder. How much of a kick in the backside is that? When you have very little or at least nothing really to do with the film that's out there, but they feel right to add your name to it. That wasn't Zack Snyder's film. That is not what we campaigned for. That was taken away from Zack. And now, when he just goes and promotes a film that people would subscribe to HBO Max to see, that it's the most tweeted thing on the planet, that people around the world invested so much money into advertising, the idea of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and how much, that we would go and see it, and then for him to communicate with the fans, to have a stream of actors willing to go out of their way, and anyone attached to his movies to go out of their way and support and use their time to help Zack Snyder's vision for the film. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if most of the people that came back took half the pay, because he's a much loved individual of a director and gains more respect than most directors out there. So the least they can do is give that title to Zack Snyder. So please check out the video of Film Gub. Maybe you have a similar story to me. Were you inspired to campaign for Zack Snyder's movies? Were you there supporting his movies? If so, please give this video a like if you have supported his movies. And check out the rest of that article in the video below. If you've got something you want me to read about the DCEU or DC fandom, please let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about it. Thanks very much for watching.